Kristian Nairn. I play Hodor in Game of Thrones.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me here at New York Comic Con. How are you enjoying it so far?
It's really cool. It's been a really nice day, actually. So people have been super cool. I love New York, so it's always good to be here.
Absolutely, and I know you're actually performing tomorrow night at BB
Yes,
King's,
a little different.
right?
Yeah, I've got a show called Game of Thrones, which I can name, I might say. So I've got a DJ show there. It's kind of Game of Thrones themed. Should be a great party.
I love it. So, I mean, can we talk about your music a little bit and like how you kind of got into this? I mean, I know you started out as a DJ.
I mean, I started out as a guitar player actually.
Metalhead, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's a man of my own heart.
I went to music college to study guitar basically, and I learned how to DJ when I was there. One thing led to another. One night I was a performer in a nightclub. The DJ didn't show up one night, and I filled in, and since then I haven't stopped DJing. And that was like 20 years ago.
So you got bit with the bug and you just never stopped.
Yeah.
So I mean, how do you feel about the current state of EDM? I mean, it's definitely more popular than it was. You know what I mean? I feel like it's come out of the underground.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a hipster. It's all this sort of shit. I liked it first, you know, so it's too popular now. That's bullshit. There's always been a great variety of dance music there. I hate the term EDM. I blame you Americans for it.
I think we did.
Yeah, you did start it, yeah. Well, it's the same with Deep House. Yeah, it's your fault. It's the same with Deep House now. Everyone calls everything Deep House. It's like, that is not Deep House. But anyway, sorry, I just been dick about that. What was the question?
No, I was curious how you felt about the state. You know.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of up and coming artists. A lot of people are coming back from the old school. There's a really nice old school sound at the minute, which I'm really into. So a lot of pianos.
Absolutely. So, I mean, on a personal level, I look at music as a universal language. We can all speak and understand, even if we take a different message away. Is there anything in particular you hope your music will say to listeners?
I mean, that's actually a good point, because and also the way I played Hodor ties this in actually, because I was a very shy kid growing up, and I wouldn't have been able to communicate particularly well, and with music that's how I really learned how to get my feelings across, and I think that's why DJing appealed to me. You've got this mass of people, and it's like you send out emotions through your music, and when it's returned to you, it's amazing. Believe me, everyone has a shit night when you're basically playing, if you think you're playing at a wedding, but when everything's right and they get what you want them to feel, it's the best job in the world.
I mean, do you feel like this tour is kind of opening even fans from Game of Thrones like into possibly a genre of music that they weren't into?
So. I mean, yeah, because I know a lot of people, like people are into metal and stuff, they're like, oh, it's all synthetically produced, it's just computer music, but it's not that. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of talent. Well, obviously, to make something good, it takes a lot of skill, but yeah, I hope it does.
So, I mean, would you ever like to try like a rock element of music?
I love rock, but I mean, I want to keep it there. I want to keep it on stage with big 80s hairspray and glittery guitars and lycra pants. I think that's where it belongs. That's right. I would do that in a heartbeat, even the lycra. Even though it'd be horrible.
I love it though. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I'm not even that guilty about it actually.
So I mean, speaking of Game of Thrones, I know we will not be seeing Hodor next season.
I can't really confirm that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a bit of a dodgy area. So.
But we may or may not.
May or may not see him, yeah.
But I mean, I can't help but think that there is more to the character. I mean, anybody that watches it can see. What is it like for you to kind of, you know, have to wait to kind of discover the backstory? Because I mean,
it has no backstory really. It's all hearsay. It's a very enigmatic character, you're right. I think there's definitely more to it. I mean, I have a lot of stuff in my head that I believe he is, and we'll find out about him. Nothing official, because I've asked George, he won't tell me. So it's a good idea, because there's no way I can keep it to myself. But yeah, I definitely think there's a lot more to him, and I think it might be quite interesting when it does happen.
What is the craziest fan theory that you've heard?
Well, some people think he's like some sort of other. So I've read this. I'm not just making this shit up. I've seen it on forums. He's the Great Other, who's the head White Walker or whatever, or some sort of, because Hodor or Hodir is the god of winter in Norwegian mythology, and it might be something to do with because the whole winter is coming thing. And, you know, it could be he has some sort of magical spell on him, keeping his personality down, or he could have been a ward, like Brad. Perhaps his consciousness got caught in another creature, another person. You know,
got my wheels started now.
Yeah, and people say it might be a lost Targaryen because of the silver hair. No, you don't have to point there, point here.
Yeah.
The silver hair. They say Duncan Tull's son. It could be a lost fucking Clegane. You know, there's all sorts of shit, but who knows?
Absolutely. I mean, how do you feel about the fandom overall for this show? It's incredible. And it just continues to grow.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's different now. The first 2 seasons, I think it was really book fans expanded slightly, but now it's a worldwide thing, and it's just the internet is awash with Game of Thrones, and it's completely everywhere. It's overwhelming.
I can imagine. Like, I'm sure, you know, I mean, even with things like social media now, I feel like everybody is so approachable now. It's right there, you know, we know what they have for breakfast, we know what they have for lunch. How has that been an asset? And I feel like the mystery's been lifted a little bit. I even look at this in a musical sense, too, because even around the world of music and entertainment in general, there's no more mystery.
I mean, it's not, I like a bit of mystery. In some ways, no, I don't think there's ever going to be any sort of huge megastars like Prince, Michael Jackson, untouchables. And in a way, I think we've lost something there. Like, we don't need to know these people. We don't need to interact with them. They're entertainers. But I like being interactive with people. I mean, people have been really cool to me, and I'm really grateful for it. I mean, I'll always interact when I can, but it's got to the stage now where I can't do it to everybody. I'm just constantly tweeting. So, I always try. Actually, that's not I'm only human.
Of course you are. So, with the tour, like, where else are you going to be heading?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
I mean, did I read that you did like a show in the US and then flew back over and did a show in Belfast?
Yeah, and I've done one night I was in London, next night in France, then back up to the north of England, then Australia. I'm so tired, but I love it. I mean, I'm only tired until it's to the point I walk on stage. It's just like, yes!
Does it get like hit with the adrenaline? Is there a pre-show ritual?
Yeah, wherever I've gone, it freaks me out. Wherever I go in the world, there's always a Hodor chant. You hear the crowd from miles away. It's incredible.
I can imagine. Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. I absolutely appreciate it. No problem at all.